It. How many days have we had? This is day number 3 of coverage, and so far all of our matches have been won and lost in 2 straight games. Just
14
matches in a row. I'm glad you're the mathematician. Of course, just one more match to come here on semi-finals day, and it's a repeat of the Olympic final, a repeat of the Super Series Finals final. It is, of course, the world and Olympic champions, Zhang and Zhao Yunlei, up against the Danes, Joachim Fischer and Christinna Pedersen. The number 4 and 6 seeds.
중국의 짱나, 자오 윤레이 선수와 덴마크의 요아킴 피스터 니엘슨, 크리스티나 페더슨 선수의 호남복식 경기가 있겠습니다. 주심은 태국의 칼스토프럼 씨, 부심은 한국의 최재동 씨, 선심은 시조입니다. For one, mixed doubles versus Joachim Fischer Nielsen, Christinna Pedersen, Denmark. Umpire Francisco Thailand. Service judge Chen Korea. The technical line judges start scene. Court 1.
So with the announcement from the public address that the players are on court, Zhang and Zhao Yunlei, the former champions, won the title here in Korea 2 years ago, 2011. Beat their teammates Tao Jiaming and Tian Qing in 3 games in that final. Last year, the world and Olympic champions as they are now, lost in the very first round. Lost out to Chris Adcock and Imogen Bankia. As far as the Danes are concerned, semi-finalists last year, repeated it again this year. How dearly they'd love to go one better though. Zhao Yunlei, the 26-year-old from Hubei province, has actually won 3 titles here at the Korea Open, 2 women's doubles, 2010, and of course last year in the women's doubles with Tian Qing. 4 finals in total, trying to make it her 5th. And her mixed doubles partner, 22-year-old Zhang Nan from Beijing. World ranking of 4, but of course they did spend 82 weeks as world #1s. Tough old battle in that second round against the Russian combination of Vitaly Durkin and Nina Veslova. They dropped the opening game, kept the battle all the way. And yesterday against Kim Ki-jung and Zhang Kyung-un, much more comfortable. 7-13 in under 30 minutes of play, 26 minutes. So to the Danes, the number 6 seeds. 26-year-old Christinna Pedersen, world ranking down 1 place from last week, down to number 6 in the world, and that's after their last tournament, which was winning the Super Series Finals. It's very odd sometimes how the rankings go, but there is a very good reason, because of course the results from the Korean Open last year, it was played a week earlier than this year, and therefore the results from last year's Korean Open have come off the world ranking, because it's a rolling 12-month ranking system. So their 4th appearance as a pair at this Korean Open, the Danish combination, the Olympic bronze medalists. And if you were with us yesterday, you would have watched that quarter-final against the number 2 seeds, Tantoi Ahmad and Liliana Natsia. 2 straight games, but it was tight in that second game, although they were ahead. 49 minutes, it was the toughest first round match. First round against Puang Puapech and Amatrapai from Thailand. Dropped the opening game 8-21. When they finally woke up, they were Very impressive indeed. Now, this the 11th meeting between these two pairs, and I can tell you that the Danes won the first 4 encounters and the last 2. And the last 2 were both in the Super Series finals. First of all in the group stage of last month's Super Series finals, and then in the final of the Super Series finals, where they came from a game down to win 21-14 in the deciding game. So there's our court officials for the last of our semi-finals this afternoon.
This should be a very exciting match.
Yeah.
There's a lot of history behind these two playing each other, especially at Olympic.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Zhang and Zhao Yunlei, China. And on my left, Joachim, Fischer Nielsen and Christinna Pedersen, Denmark. Zhao Yunlei to serve to Joachim, Fischer Nielsen. Love all. Play.
Christinna Thongtog of Thailand, our umpire, calls for the match to begin. The Olympic gold medalist against the Olympic bronze medalist. Well, this is an indication of things to come. We're in for a real treat. Yeah, you mentioned that Olympics semi-final. It was an absolute thriller, wasn't it? The Danes won the opening game 21-17, but the Chinese pair eventually won 21-19 in an hour and 22 minutes in the deciding game. Absolute thriller.
The Danes came back up to 19 all and were looking to actually having the advantage right there, and lost the next 2 points.
So it's over. 1-all.
So all the players have after the Olympics. There's a little bit of a, difficult after Olympics because it's so big now. It seems like.
Oh, it's human nature, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, there's an anticlimax after every emotional high. Yeah. You build up for 4 years towards the Olympic Games, and whether you're celebrating or whether you're commiserating, you need time to actually come down from the high of the Olympics and
then build yourself up again. That's also a thing. It was such a tough period up to the Olympics. Joachim has a son and stuff. Get back to being back to the family. Of course, when you are under such a pressure and focus, you maybe have a tendency to focus on that. So need to see his family a little bit. Then he had to change racket as well. Need to get accomplished with that one too. So he's had a few things and it seems to be working out quite well now.
Yeah. He's 34 years of age from Copenhagen. Fischer. How old's his baby son? Jonathan, isn't it?
3-2.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Jonathan. Which is probably Jonathan.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe
3 or 4?
3, I think. 3,
yeah.
Maybe 4. It's a lucky son. He has a bronze medal to walk around with.
So it's over. 3-all.
All up. Danish coach. And of course, we should mention perhaps the fact that Christinna Pedersen has already played one match this afternoon. She was first on court with her women's doubles. And of course, with Camilla Baruta-Yul, they were the number 2 seeds. Going down to margin and in an hour and 11 minutes, so perhaps that might have its effect on her for this semi-final.
It's to be seen. I spoke with Joachim this morning, and he kind of said it was a bad draw for him that he had to play them in ladies double first.
Yeah.
But he should be used to it now. Of course, you can never really underestimate playing for what you say an hour or what?
11.
And 11 minutes. You know, of course, that would have an effect.
Five, 3.
And Fischer just has to work even harder.
Yeah, and he won't mind doing that. He's a man that always gives 110% commitment. That's why I enjoy watching him so much. His real commitment, his intensity, his love of hitting shuttles and being in the rally.
So it's over. 4-5. Quickly.
It's good to see that you can be like Joachim can be and then have success. You know? Normally in badminton there's been these, you know, there's been more. You have to keep it inside. And, you know, more of his types would be good. So it's fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. So what you're saying is you want to see more badminton players who show their feelings on court.
Definitely.
Yep.
Definitely.
Show that they care.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Round the back. Yeah, it's a good rally.
5-all.
Now what is it with you Danes, all this clicking of fingers instead of clapping?
I don't know. I never did it. So don't blame me. Don't blame me. If I should give a logical reason, and you can believe it or not, it was you used to give a little pat on your partner with the racket, like. But some might think that with the sweat and the strings,
6-5.
it could be that. Do you believe that one?
No.
At least I tried. So no, I don't know what it is. I've tried in my own matches in the league in Denmark. It's weird for me, so I stopped doing it.
Long.
So it's over.
To watch for the drift on this side.
So it's over. 7-6.
Very, very close start here. You can see why these pairs are have so tight matches. They know each other in and out.
So it's over. 7-8.
Of course, since the Olympic Games, this man has been playing 2 events once again. Playing in the men's doubles here. He was in the draw with Chai Biao. Lost in the second round, although in the past they reached the semi-final of this particular event in men's doubles.
8-all.
Very good all-round player.
He's a very fine singles player in his day as well, wasn't he?
But it's funny enough, you know, you see most of from Denmark, most of the really good mixed double players are former really good single players.
Male players you're talking about.
Male players, yeah. That's something to do with the movement. Movement is quite different. From mixed doubles to mixed doubles, you have to move way more in the mixed doubles than you have in the men's doubles. So.
10-8.
This is a lot of 4 straight points. Chinese combination.
It's down to the service situation right now. There's a lot of variation going on.
11-8 interval.
Now, 5 straight points. And the Olympic champions with the advantage at the mid-game interval. Well, Christinna Pedersen just having a word with the umpire there. I'm not sure what the umpire was saying or whether she initiated the discussion. You see what that was about?
No, I'm more looking to that. She looks a little bit down. She doesn't look as ready as she should be. Made some. The last one is normally.
Court 1, 20 seconds.
Much better.
Court 1, 20 seconds.
And I think perhaps the disappointment of her women's doubles is having its effect, not necessarily the physical exertions of her women's doubles, but the psychological effect of losing that match may be quite an impact on this.
8.
They need to stop this run of points, though, the Danes, because it's 5 straight points. Oh,
so it's over. 9-11.
Well, she won the women's doubles title here last year. 2 gold medals at the London Olympics. First ever badminton player to achieve 2 goals in the same Olympic Games. She's not happy with herself for that.
So it's over. 12-9.
Maybe not the best shot from Joachim, but good coverage anyway. There's a lot about getting the attack right now. There's a lot of battle for the front court and the net. Not to give away. Well placed.
13-9.
Yeah, I was just concentrating on the angle rather than the power.
And placement.
Yeah. Yeah, very clever.
And that's what he's really good at. Zhang is really good at that. Not the hardest hitter, so. Chinese
14-9.
playing complete control right now. Forcing the Danes in defense. Christinna can't really get up and take the net away, and that leaves Joachim in a defensive position, which is not his. He's not bad at it, but he clearly prefers to attack.
So it's over. 10-14.
Now Joachim Fischer has been struggling with his low serve. Saw him a couple of days ago, didn't we, with using an awful lot of flicks. Did it again yesterday as well. That was all right.
So it's over.
Another superb angle.
15.
Very
10.
difficult for the Danes to do anything, because you see Christinna stays up in the front court and he just plays it straight over her back. Look, just over her back, and she can't get it. So Joachim needs to get it, and he can't really see that she can't get it. So very smart. Had he just gone for the winner there with hitting hard, it would have been different.
So it's over. 11-15.
Nicely done in that rally by the Danes.
Fischer trying to pump himself up. Him and Lars Uwe, the coach, has a history together, so they know exactly.
From the same club or
no,
just
but it was
for
like
years?
Joachim used to play singles at the National Center. and then he didn't play anymore. And then I can't remember if he tried doubles or mixed doubles, but he wasn't at that time. He wasn't good enough to so he was kind of like he was kicked out, but they have to choose just like all the other federations to choose who's in or out. And he was then out of the federation and started at another place where Lars was the coach, and then he worked with Lars there, and then so he was working with him outside the federation, and has been with him on his journey back and to the top. So they know exactly how each other thinks and what's needed on court.
So it's over.
Then Joachim came
12,
back in, and then Lars became the national coach. So. Here we have the same shot again as I spoke about.
So it's over.
Something the Danes need to be aware of. And the smart thing here is he doesn't hit it straight, which normally players would do. But as we spoke about, that's straight down to Joachim's forehand, because he's a left-handed. And then if players just use the hard smash, he will also get that one. But that one in the middle, down the back of Christinna, is so difficult to cover.
18-12.
Oh, she was ready to cover. Yunlei
playing really well, the Chinese player.
Yeah.
Zhang controlling it, so it makes the game easy for Zhao. Forcing Joachim.
Yes, lovely play by the Olympic champions.
19-12.
Nice.
So it's over. 13.
Yeah, it was good
19.
awareness.
Yeah.
Foul. 14-19.
Yeah, look at that.
Trying to pump himself up. Definitely also needed. See, that's much more like Christinna to be aware of that first shot at the net.
Yeah.
Oh, that was both the new one and the old one.
Great judgment from Christinna Pedersen.
15-19.
See Zhang simply going forward there. See, he's only stepping forward. It's the right play, just a little bit too much pace in the shot.
That was well taken on the third shot.
16-19.
Pedersen. No, they're right back in this now.
Yep. Change the tactic a little bit. Christinna more awake at the net now, so they can get the attack, pushing it, driving it, sit in the pace.
It's ready. So it's over. 20 game point. 16.
See, if we see that again, that smash, not straight in the middle, but just a little bit to that side. Well, it's difficult for her to put it straight down. Zhang knows that, so he's staying forward.
Game point opportunities. Yeah, convert on their first.
The first game won by Zhang and Zhao Yunlei, 21-16.
21-16. 18 minutes of play. Well, the Danes showed glimpses at the end of that opening game.
Hot 1, 20 seconds.
So the former champions,
Second game.
Zhang and Yunlei, having taken that opening game 21-16. The Danes, I have to say, Jim, I was a little bit concerned by the body language of Christinna Pedersen in the time out there between the first and second games. Hands on hips.
Yeah. Let's hope she's puts herself together now. Oh, good serve.
2 love.
And I think it's absolutely vital as far as the European pair are concerned that they keep things very, very tight and even get a lead at the start of this second game. They get too far behind. Here their heads may go down a little.
Yeah. But they're not really ready today. They try to push and go for service returns, but they're not really ready for the third shot. And especially when especially when you're standing on that side, you need to.
1-3.
In case you're wondering what happened there, fault was called by the umpire. Double hit by the Chinese pair. Unfortunately, we're not seeing that. We're seeing the Danes. Oh, that's good, isn't it?
So it's over.
So good.
4-1.
Bothers me, though. We talked earlier on in the week about the advantage that Joachim Fischer was getting with flick serves, and in all honesty, it bothers me that he's overplaying it now.
Yeah.
I think opponents are looking for it. It's a good rally.
Not controlling the shot well.
5-1.
Also, credit to the Chinese. They're really playing well. Zhang is controlling everything. He's not giving them the pace they want. He's using the right angle shots. He's waiting for his chance. He has patience. And in the service situation, when Joachim's not playing serving better than he is, and Christinna's not aware of it, then this will happen. And minute they are,
6-1.
Oh, no,
they are the Olympic champions.
yeah.
And they're showing why they are.
Yeah, and I think that, in all honesty, they were probably a little cheesed off, the Olympic champions, that they lost to the Danes twice in the Super Series finals on home ground in China. And they've just got a point to prove, and it looks to me as if they're absolutely determined to prove it.
It looks like that.
Yeah. That's a good
So it's
return.
over. 2-6.
Lars, we were doing everything from the back court to try and get the Danes up and running.
That's another flex.
So it's over. 7-2.
And where was the smash? Exactly the same place as you were talking about. He had such an effect in the opening game, just towards that left shoulder of the crouch defence of Christinna Pedersen. Rather ominous for Fischer and Pedersen right now.
It's going to take something really special for the Danes to come back.
9-2.
You can see in Joachim's reaction that he's not happy at all with what's happening. Once again, Zhang hitting all the right places. He's really, really, really playing well. Look at that. He just simply can't, can't do anything with it. Again.
11-2.
11-2 interval.
Look at that smash again. There's no way that, you can only go cross with it with Joachim. So Zhao knows that, as he's already standing there. So for the Danes, it's not up to try and cover that. For the Danes, is to try and get away from being in defense all the time. Come away from the service situation better, and then try to get on the attack. But as for it looks now, it looks like we have a celebration. That's 15 games in a row with 2 sets.
Not sure I'd describe it as a celebration.
No.
I want to see closer matches.
Hot 1,
Or
20
a
seconds.
record.
Hot 1, 20
Yeah, a
seconds.
record, definitely. I can't remember at a Premier Super Series and
Thank you.
4 days of coverage that for the first 3 days we haven't had a 3-game match.
Some very seldom. Very seldom.
Yeah. We've seen some great badminton, there's been no doubt about it, but
11-2.
I don't like the close matches going the full distance.
It has more to it because
Yeah.
there's the nerves comes into it and the excitement of what can happen in the third, because everything can happen in the third set.
Yeah.
And see that's how smart he is.
Yeah.
Now he's gone in for that
12-2.
backhand channel shot in the middle, and then he goes straight. Impossible for Joachim to know. Different shows.
13-2.
And those sort of shots really have to be working if you're going to beat the world and Olympic champion. Making the error there, and just a little shake of the head. And the Danes perhaps aware.
It's very seldom you see.
day.
Very seldom you see Joachim's attitude like this right now.
Yeah.
Well, we've been talking about, but he's not really. There's no communication between them, and
14-2.
He's normally, after this, he would be like, come on, you know, but...
Well, it's 8 straight points now for the Chinese pair.
It's the end of a good run for the Danes.
So it's over. 3-14.
And then you can't help wonder, as we spoke about, if that 1 hour and
11
minutes. The other days she played the mix before she played the ladies doubles.
Yeah.
So it's
I really believe it's the psychological effect, because I don't think that I'm seeing Christinna Pedersen too slow on court, or, you know, I think that she's trying to do things, trying to move in the right direction, but it's just not happening, and that's the psychological effect.
Yeah.
16.
And there's nothing really that Joachim Fischer can do to lift that and change that. I mean, they're just too far down now. Yeah, he's not.
Hand on the hip and.
Yeah. Was communicating with his partner there.
Foul.
Sometimes in sport you just have to say there's no logical reason even. It's just not my day. It's happened to me, and I can look for excuses, and you can say, well, maybe her other match, and you know, but at the end of the day, sometimes it just doesn't work for you.
I think this is what you call the perfect storm.
Yeah.
The Danes are not playing. She's probably a little bit tired. Joachim's not playing that well, and then at the same time, Zhang and Zhao is playing extremely well. So
fabulous. Yeah. They're playing like the world and Olympic champions that they are. Oozing confidence as the match progresses. And now just 2 points away from a place in the final once again. That's gone long.
20
match
point 3
round for Zhang and Zhao Yunlei in double quick time. Good serve. That will do nicely. 21-16, 21-3 in just 31 minutes. Well, huge disappointment for the Danish pair.
Match won by Zhang and Zhao Yunlei. 21-16, 21-3.
Umpire confirming the score. And the Chinese coaches are almost affording themselves a smile. And why not? That was a superb performance from Zhang and Zhao Yunlei. 21-16, 21-3. And there we can see that they're safely through to the final. Of course, they were champions here 2 years ago. We don't know whether it will be an all-Chinese affair, because the world #1's Zhichen and Ma Jin are up against the pair from Thailand, Sukhit Praprakamol and Sarali Thongtongkan. So that means that we've had 3 days of coverage. We've had 15 matches, and all 15 matches have been won in 2 straight games. Good day as far as China is concerned, because they started with the women's doubles, and the world champions Wang Xiaoli and Yu Yang defeating the Korean pair of Zhang and Kim Ha-na in 2 straight games. And then, of course, Korea enjoyed success in the men's doubles, defeating Koo Kyang-kyat and Tan Boo-hyung. This is exciting new Korean pair of Go Sung-hyung and Lee Yong-dae. Then the defending champion, Wang Shexian, through to her 4th consecutive final here at the Korean Open. Too strong today for the Japanese youngster, Mitani. Du Pengyu, well, if ever there was a fit athlete, very physical in his style of play. Too much today for Sonny Dwi Kunchoro of Indonesia, and as we've just seen in the mixed doubles, the world and Olympic champions were in scintillating form. 21-16, 21-3 against the pair that beat them twice in the Super Series finals last month. Well, of course, that concludes semi-final action for this afternoon, and we will be back tomorrow as we enjoy some of the highlights of all of our matches. Mixed doubles, very, very one-sided. Sit back, enjoy, and join us again tomorrow, because we will be back with all the finals, all 5 of them, starting the same time as today. That's 1 PM local time, that's 0400 GMT. From all of us here, from Jim Laugerson, and especially myself, Jill Clark, hope to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.